Stephanie Vane, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here, and today's video is going to be a book haul. Don't say nothing, okay? So very quickly, because I was like, why am I going to tell you guys to go to another video? I will show you what I did get at the B Teen Fest. Of course, if you want more details about the B Fest at Barnes & Noble Teen Festival thing, because I keep saying B Teen when it's really B Fest, you can click here or down there. You know, I'll link it. But I did get 8 books from there, so I thought I would just share those very quickly. So if all you want to see is what I got, you don't have to go to the other video. First is Replica by Lauren Oliver. I also got We Know It Was You by Maggie Thrash. Fate to Flames by Sarah Rowley, something like that. Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland. Boy Robots by Simon Curtis. History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. Frost by M.P. Kozlowski. And The 100 Lies of Lizzie Lovett. So again, if you want descriptions of them, because I do talk about that, B-Fest video linked here somewhere on the screen and down below. But I'm going to start talking about the other books that I bought, because yep, I have problems. The first one I'm going to talk about is one I actually got last month, but I never hauled it just because it's a little bit different. And it's the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. And this is literally just like a very detailed, like, crystal encyclopedia. It lets you know like all of the crystals and what different colors of each crystal there is, what their properties are, and all that stuff. And I'm really into crystals, so I thought this was really nice. My mom got it for me. But like, for example, they have obsidian, they have the Apache tear, the snowflake obsidian, they have a rainbow obsidian, electric blue obsidian, blue-green obsidian. So it's really detailed and what each of them is known for, their properties, what they do, and all of that fun stuff. I purchased also last month, but I got it the very beginning of this month, you know, the usual struggle, which is the Alpha Drive by Kristen Martin. Can't wait to read this, but it's just set in the year 2055, and it's about a girl, what's her name? Emery Parker, and she lives in this world where she doesn't know it, but like they're in sleep mode pretty much, and like that's all I got from it so far. And there's like this anarchy group, and they're trying to like let these people know that you're not really awake, you're dormant, and like it sounds really interesting. And I also purchased last month The Merciless, but it came the beginning of this month, by Daniel Vega. But this is just about a girl named Sophia, which I already forgot her name. Sophia Flores, who moves to a new town. Crazy religious bitches want to like freaking like exorcise someone, and it was crazy, bloody, gruesome, and just really good. Genesis Girl by Jennifer Bardsley through BookTube Tours. If you don't know what that is, BookTubers sign up for tours. If you get accepted, we get books to review. So I did receive this for free for review, and again, review link down below type thing. Highly recommend. It was super good. But this is about a girl named Blanca who lives in a world where everyone is on technology. They're constantly using it. They literally put it in them, their fingertips, so they can just like boop, you know, it's really cool. And she goes to the school called Tabula Rasa. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but she goes to the school where these people, youngins, they're isolated from the technology, the internet and stuff, so they've never been online. There's no footprint. They leave none of that behind. And when they graduate, whoever's still left and hasn't had any like fallouts and stuff like that when it comes to internet, they are then sold to companies, and Blanca gets sold to Cal McNeil, and shit just happened. Very original, very unique. The next 3 I also got at the end of last month, but I had gotten them after I filmed my book haul, except for one of these. One of these I did get this month, and that was Cruel Crown by Victoria Aveyard. I got the Target edition, and it's really cool. I have stuff in my hand, I should put that down. Because not only does it have like fan art from the book, but what I thought was super helpful is it has a map inside. So got that. Recommend the Target. It was only like $8. Then, of course, I got Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard and Glass Sword, which is the sequel by Victoria Aveyard. And Red Queen is just about a girl who lives in a world, futuristic world, where there's red bloods, which are normal people, and silver bloods who harness abilities. And she turns out to be this girl who is a red blood, but harnesses abilities, and it's just about the world, and it's super good. And yep, that's what these are about. The last 3 books are because I'm weak and I went to the Bee Fest and I was like, oh mom, I'm gonna go wander around the bookstore. Seriously, I have a serious issue. So the first one I have, I'm really excited about because I'm like trying to do this thing where I finish buying books to series that I've already started. Not that successful when I keep starting new books, but you know, anyway, I got The 100, Day 21 by Cass Morgan, which is the sequel to The 100, which The 100's about people who live on a space station called the Arcade. You know, I don't remember what they call it. I don't remember if it's also the Arcadia in the book, but you know, it's in 4 perspectives, but it's just about people and these children, 100 like young children under 18. They're not necessarily children, but anyone under 18 who is still awaiting their trial for whatever it is they did, they get sent to Earth to see if it's livable again because they're having issues on Ark. I'm gonna call it the Ark. I want to say that's not the name though. Shiitake mushrooms. It's just, I got the show on my mind. But I really did enjoy the first book. No, it's not as good as the show. I will just say that. I think the show is 10 times better because Bellamy and Clark and like, oh, so many stuff. But I really want to continue it because I'm having the 100 withdrawals. Like, I didn't realize until I finished this last season how much I love that freaking book. So when I saw this there, I was like, I'm getting it. They didn't have the 3rd book though, so I have to get that eventually. So got this one. That was a long explanation. And the last 2 books I got are the 2nd and 3rd book in a trilogy. I read the first one this year and I really enjoyed it. And they had it there and I'm just so stinking excited. And that is Crossed and Reached, the 2nd and 3rd books in the Matched trilogy. I don't care if my books match or not, but freaking A. These were published by Speak and this was published by Scholastic. And it's like significantly smaller. I like these more because they're like super floppy. But anyway, Matched is about a world where it's a utopian society where everyone's the same. There's, you know, none are better than others type thing. And they don't write. They're taught certain things. They're told who to love in the sense where they match these people. But something happens with Cassia. I always want to say Cassie, like the 5th wave, not her name. But Cassia, something happens and she sees 2 faces on her screen the day of her matching, and then the world, it just takes it from there. And I thoroughly enjoyed this first book. I'll link my review down below. But I was so excited when I saw they had the 2nd and 3rd books. I was like, I can read it now. So that is my book haul. Those are all the books I've purchased. I don't know if I'm going to buy more, but if I buy more, it'll be my next book haul because y'all already know that I have a problem and I'm never going to stop buying books, obviously. I just need to read a lot quicker, although I've been reading a lot more lately and I'm just like, yes. So anyway, again, that is my book haul. If you want to see more about the arcs that I received, remember, link down below for my Bee Fest book haul and thoughts thingy-majingy. But, you know, have you guys read any of the ones I haven't read? What do you think about them? I'm super excited about all of the books. All of them. So, I don't know why, just like energy level just went super down the drain. But I'll see you guys in my next video, and goodbye.